Ahora sí, vamos a rescatar a la gente. Camber. Iron. Iron Works. Me quedas como revisar esas cosillas, pero no me urge. Voy a ir primero allá. Voy a ir donde The Tomes. Que quiero completarlo hasta el nivel 6. El nivel 5, casi el 6. Pero que con este poquito de información llega a 6. No he visto que gano con eso en realidad. Creo que hay un trofeo relacionado con eso, pero no me interesa mucho tampoco.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today.
Living Library.
What subject shall we consider today?
Para leer.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Quiero ir a ver cuál fue el recuerdo que me quedó ahí en Spoilers. Después cartas, música. With Bones. Ahí está. No sé cuál es cuál. No sé cuáles son las nuevas. Hay un montón que podría comprar ahorita, pero no voy a hacerlo por no estar. Esto. ¿Qué era? Ah, ok.
If it's knowledge you seek,
Y volvemos. Creo que no hay nada de side quest aquí abiertos, ¿no? Ok. 17 grados. Es una temperatura muy agradable. Vámonos. A ver qué pasa. Ahora somos piratas.
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Aina is one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise!
Enterprise, okay.
And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive es todo gente, me hace mucha gracia.
Clive,
No parecía.
what do you know of Barnabas Tharn?
Es ridículamente poderoso.
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light!
I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Creo que el pase de carrera nada más.
Everyone with me?
Es un montón. Es que el tío y ya no son así como.
Here they come.
Directo a la acción. Un montón.
Mid needs every moment
Bueno,
we can give her.
también.
About that offer, Gav?
How are we doing, Mid?
I thought you said that ship was fast.
Once it gets going, well, that takes time. Unless you fancy giving us a push, you lay in the old second cat.
Oh? I haven't got this alive in 20 summers. Come on, then. Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Killer next?
Don't let the classic occur. We don't today, and I'll stand if I'm going first.
Yes.
Too slow. Let's try.
Yo lo hice y no me lo contó. Ah, se me lo volví. Hey. Que hay al frente, o sea, hago el perdón. Voy a bajar un poquito el mic para no golpearlo. Lo golpeo con el headset.
That was easy enough.
Yep.
Alright, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
No,
Clive.
maten acá. Estaba muerto, man.
But I thought he was.
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Ah, la puta, son un montón.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my eyes? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Heads will roll.
New plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through an Odin's veins. These foes will not fall easily, but they will.
Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards.
Fuck it! Let's do the lot!
Ya sigue saliendo. Hey,
Should we make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
vale. Tenemos aquí en el tornado.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it!
Ya, no se muera, man. Es que si estoy esperando, en cualquier momento los matan. Destruyó el muelle. Puede destruirlo así, con un boom. Bastante sencillo. Pero subí de nivel. Yay. Respuesta a todas las preguntas del universo.
Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead!
Colgando de una mano. Vámonos. Enterprise entonces. barco, barco.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Cara, este man me resulta como molesta, así como para bofetearlo. The Enterprise.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them.
Soldados.
Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio!
Parece muy bien.
Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Hasta allá.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Ah, apagaron la luz. ¿Dónde se fue? ¿Cómo se escapó estando así?
Brig of Mercy.
Usted fue que destruyó todo eso. Me va a brincar la gente encima, pensando que lo hizo con maldad.
All this. What have I done?
Medicine Girl apareció.
Lord,
Lord. Toda esa vara. Quedó en pie la torre. Todo está bloqueado. Cerrar los poderes de Jill. Los poderes de Barnabas.
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd take 'em forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations!
Estos cinemas en tiempo real. Es super
Let's see
clean.
what this girl can do.
Pelea de barcos, pelea de barcos. Sería divertido que tuviera un minijuego de pelea de barcos. Probablemente no va a ser así.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold.
Muy poetilla.
Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Grigor's gas!
Barnabas.
Hard apart! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
Bien desagua. Me parece salido de Dark Souls.
It's now or never. I'll find her.
Lo usado así, tener pelea de cañoncitos y ahora, pero. Nada que hacer ahí. No lo vieron.
Bloody hell! How to stop it!
Emails.
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
No lo quiero ver. sapo, ¿dónde está? Ahí está. ¿Dónde salió? ¿Qué hay algo? ¿Puerta? No tengo problemas.
Proper fight at last.
I need to hurry.
We're all going to die.
Organización extraviesima. Pero se acaban de construir el Enterprise y ya está todo dañado. Ya. Rayos, me calculé mal. No veo. No veo. Estoy como prensado ahí. Una de estas porque no veo dónde estoy. ¿Dónde está? ¿Esto me pegó? Ay, el monstruo ese que está allá, madre. ¿Dónde está? Mátelo, sí. Gracias. ¡Au! Estaba yendo por otro lado.
She must be here somewhere.
Como para revisar ahí arriba. No es raro que haya cositas aquí. Nada importante.
They're the others. And only one.
Hay una puerta de aquí. Por aquí venía yo, ¿no?
Jill,
You came.
get back.
Dile esa vara para que pueda servir.
How did you?
I'll explain later. Hands.
Unas 5 pociones y vámonos.
Out of here I can.
Stand still.
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
Right, my mind. Running. Pero fue mi summon favorito. El malo.
In earnest then.
Partió el mar. Wow. No sigue partido. ¿Qué carajos? Cortó el océano y se quedó dividido. No sé si las paredes caen hacia adentro, ¿no?
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the mother crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
No es el Mythos, no es el Mythos.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Boss fight.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
Pues nos destruyó ese man.
We don't have to do this.
No, señor.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. Right, Mythos. In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the light. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods.
Eso me pega. Mata. Si me pega eso me mata. Sí, me pegó. ¿Ese sobrevivió a eso? Un flash.
The mantle you've been given.
Oh.
And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his,
And yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God. No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
Creo que va a llover.
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far.
Ojalá eso.
I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try.
Gente del barco. Túnel. A ver.
Don't look back!
Clive bested. Flight impulse. Clive bested. Pero no estoy seguro si eso fue mi culpa o no. No sé si hay manera de derrotarlo ahí. Porque le di con todo. no sé, supongo que no porque vieron todo. No sé, la verdad. Sigamos. Porque sí, yo creo que ni la mitad le bajé pegándole todos mis supers con mis especiales esos.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for, of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
Solo para matar lo que tiene que matar.
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
Darse vuelta sobre esas piedras suena incómodo.
This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. pledge my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Por fin. ¿Cómo? Muchas roquitas. Piedritas. Puedo decirlo porque este más es de los más expresivos que ha tenido Final Fantasy, yo creo. Por lo menos de los que yo recuerde. Ni Zidane. Ni Cloud jamás. Entonces no sé. Yo pensé como muy por encima. En tiempo real. Me parece pantalla así como del final, una hora así.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine.
Eso lo voy a esperar ahí.
The last mother crystal.
¿Saben qué es lo que quieren hacer?
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one.
Que la gente de Copa
Ash will have to
Jill no
wait.
tenía ningún tipo de crecimiento. ¿Por qué se equivocan tanto? Y lo publican para peores. Okay. Todo lejos. Bueno, no hay como muchas opciones a dónde ir.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two.
Es tan raro.
She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Cross the narrow. Power Vice. Okay. Cold Snap. Okay.
I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ok.
Seen enough?
Llenando de side quest. Y otro. ¿Está conmigo? Ok, nadie. Ver los poderes de Shiva. Mundos se ve bien, pero no tan bueno como esos otros. Probarlos, pues. ¿Tiene cacerías nuevas? Parece que no. ¿Ves? Vamos a hablar con Vivian.
Clive. Allow me to educate you. Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson.
Okay. Yo quiero la enfermería. Vamos a ir a la enfermería.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah. You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps... perhaps the prince feels the same.
Ahí viene Yuna a bailar. Girl. ¿Dónde está?
What is this place?
Importante de fondo.
Don't move.
¿Quién se ve eso?
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
A lo largo de los últimos, este ha sido uno de los finals más sombríos que yo he visto. Que he jugado. Es súper serio.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear.
Pero lo que destruyó.
And for it,
fue él.
I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
Ser más joven de cómo se comporta.
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
So I'm leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look.
And I have an idea who might know of one.
The professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
Yep, I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Todo eso es verdad.
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Viene el mapita.
Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, You had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Back
¿Qué
again.
dice usted? Sí, no sé, me
Allow
salió
me
opción.
to educate you. I have the details here.
Supongo que todo esto
Here you
ya
are.
es
Thus
revisado lo que
ends
acaban de
today's
hablar.
lesson.
Sí, bueno.
Covered in nicks and lumps. The lot of
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts at all.
To what do I owe the honor? Yeah. The weight of all that shit. Clever girl, that one. What do you want?
Ice brand.
Should last you a good while. No scratches, all right?
Idiota, no. Solo tenía que hacerlo.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
Brightburn.
That it?
Si alguien vende Brightburn y pueda mejorar este Brightburn. Brightburn.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down?
Brightburn.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Cuando el Last Elixir equipado porque me iba a matar con ese ataque. Items. Sigo Brightburn. Necesito. El Luda tiene un par de ventajas. Los especiales de este mapa me parecen muy chafas. Esta habilidad es muy buena, pero los especiales del MAE no me gustan. Necesito para hacer Brightburn. A ver.
What do you want?
Para hacer Brightburn necesito Grindstone y Light Shard. Grindstone no la tengo. Por eso ocupo Levin Bolt. Y para Levin Bolt ocupo Flame Tongue. Para Flame Tongue necesito Stormcry. Y para Stormcry necesito.
And how am I meant to do that then?
Consigo Windshard.
That it? Fine.
Acabo el asunto de mejorar eso. Avancemos hasta que me liberen de salir de aquí. Vamos.
I have no reason to assume other.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of
la
Moss.
música.
To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow?
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention. As well as slow our march, and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav. Do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is
Pero
my
el
middle
Enterprise es
name.
demasiado llamativo.
But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions,
I'll see you all at the docks.
Sé que el punto no retorno se llama Origin, así que puedo seguir haciendo cosas.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Yo estoy solo con Joshua. Voy a hacer un... Voy a hacerlo solo con Joshua. La historia no sé Ok, sigamos hablando. Oh.
Is something wrong? Not at all. Honestly, can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Es más súper confiable. Se llama este Shadow Coast. Ok, todavía no. Pero yo no quería salir. Porque tengo muchísimos side quests que hacer, que no voy a hacer en este video. Pero
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder
hay
they can
demasiado para
still
hacer.
walk.
Llegar allá. Voy a salvar aquí por aquello. Porque me da miedo que después no pueda. Se supone que es un problema con Origin, pero no voy a arriesgarme. Oh, hay nuevas cacerías. Lo necesito hacer. Me dan cosas para mejorar armas y así. Mira.
Please, Your Grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord
Lo he visto
Marquis.
todo el rato.
It was the greatest honor of my life. But now, so I bid you. Your companions are kind indeed. I must admit, but I see now.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but... But His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by. And our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua? Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients. I had only thought to ask for your assistance in finding a new source of stonerwort. But if you're sure about collecting it from the flood by the aqueduct, I should be most grateful, my lord.
No estoy seguro dónde es. Me salen como las marquitas. Ya. 85 yardas. Metros. Yardas.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly.
A ver, mapa. Por allá. A ver qué hay en la tiendita. Es que hay cosas nuevas y nunca hay cosas nuevas buenas.
Anything catch your eye?
Blade.
Take care out there, eh?
Está conmigo también. Unos tres. Ah, ok.
Faster!
Sí, pero no.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. I won't be picking it until they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Ay, yo esquivé. Ay, no esquivo bien. Es más rápido de lo que podemos hacer.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. Right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
Eso fue rápido.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Quest.
You and your brother really are alike, my lord. Though selflessness is a virtue, I beg you, please take more care of yourselves.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to
Cuerdito
need.
más.
Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
Ahora quién está enamorada, a ver. Volvió a cambiar la ropa.
Then again, why settle for low-born chaff when we've honest-to-goodness royalty right here beneath our roof? If Prince Dion cannot see my love for him,
Sí, no.
then perhaps the Phoenix will.
Ya le tira a todos. Puede decir que no abre sus opciones. ¿Traes usted?
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
I won't let that
Vamos
happen.
a ayudarles.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid.
Sí.
You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Dravost. Dravost. Okay, a ver. This way, yeah.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, you can swing a sword.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you're wasting half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravost to form of Akashic.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
You,
logramos cerrar en
ready
10
for the
minutos.
off, then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying
Lo de
about
matar
nasty
cosas.
surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Hold on.
We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate.
They won't.
But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
All right. Which one of you's first?
¿Cómo se va a morir? Por... Ah, esto no es lo que quería hacer. Carajo. Lo cambio.
Fine house.
que me está empujando ahí, pero hasta aquí, hasta la live, muy bien.
To me, boy. Help me, boy.
Oh, goofy. De recordar los ataques que hace. ¿Viene algo más grande?
Is that it?
No.
Apparently not.
¿Qué es eso? Quimera ahí, toda chola.
Not getting past me.
No, señor. Oh, gordito, pero todo musculoso.
Fine hand. To me, boy.
Let's try.
Nada. Creo que venía el ataque, pero no lo medí bien. ataque. Ay. Me acordé.
It's over. It's over.
Parece Street Fighter.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You still in one piece?
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Lo completé en 10 minutos, pero falta la habladilla para saludar, parar ahí.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, you leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit.
not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravost what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
La cosa que me gusta de este juego
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Los personajes que están alrededor de uno, todos son como importantes, como bien desarrollados.
Sid,
Un montón de historia.
I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan.
Here we go.
There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin would be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravost in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
Los dos.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than
Así va a
welcome.
ser una gran espada.
As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravost to its former glory.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
Suena muy bien. Ok. Hay otros sidequests, pero voy a volver aquí para terminar este. Por ahora. Es que me abrió la opción de sacar una espada super especial al parecer.
The stew's awful.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny. It would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then. actually did it. The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge.
Oh.
Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost. We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like
No debe ser tan fácil.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Wholesome. Quest complete. Rápido cambié espada. Acabo de conseguir aquella y ahora esta. Gotendameron. Ok. Ok. Hay que ver qué me pide eso. Pero tengo esta y no me la he equipado. Paso más adelante, nada más.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
Porque se me odiaba.
So, will it be?
Cosa? Vale. No, uno todavía. Okay, hay dos que son dar bichos. Pero ese último Lorichalcum no sé conseguir más porque creo que ya he usado uno.
Anything else?
Lo que me hace falta es revisar la tabla a ver qué.
Still alive, are you? Go on then.
El nudillo era.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Pronto le buen precio. No aquí. Lo de los medicamentos. No está bien, entonces.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Party grande, entonces puedo ir a hacer las cacerías tranquilamente. Vamos a dejarlo acá y lo vamos a subir y luego continuamos. Yo necesito esa nueva espada.